My grandfather was really sick. What day was it? Tuesdays when I came home?
Yeah.
No,
Monday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesdays when I came home early. So Tuesday night, my brother-in-law went up to see him, and he's 87, and he lives up there by himself, and he hadn't got out of bed all day, and he was really cold, and it was like 77 in the house. And so he asked my brother-in-law to stay with him, and he did. And when he woke up in the morning, my grandfather was like half on and half off the bed. I guess his like upper body was on the bed, but his feet were off the bed, and he had called my dad to go up because he couldn't talk or anything, and my dad thought he may have had a stroke. They took him in the hospital and ran a bunch of tests, and it turns out he had a gallstone and an infection. His fever was like 102. And he really wasn't looking good that day, but they ended up sending him from here to the big hospital in Portland, and he stayed there a couple days, and they did surgery yesterday.
Come home today.
And took his gallstone out, and I guess it was a pretty big stone. And he came home today, and he's staying with my parents, and right now he can't really stay home by himself. I mean, he doesn't get around well. His knees are really bad, and
plus, it didn't help that they gave us a big scare saying he wouldn't make it.
I know. They told us he wasn't going to make it. And the hospital in my town really sucks. They ended up actually calling Child Protective Services on us that night. We took Jade to the hospital because at daycare she had a black eye from the swing, which was a little bit old. I mean, it was probably half gone away by the time we went there. But because she had 2 facial injuries, they called DHS on us. So that was good. It's nothing big. They're not worried about it, but I guess it's just a procedure they have to follow. But the hospital here, like if you walk through like the regular patient floor, not like, maternity or whatever, but it is always full of old people. And I think what they do is get somebody, an older person that's in there, and they know they're going to get paid for Medicare or whatever, and I think that they get them in there and like blow it out of proportion, because they were all, first thing they went to was surgery, which he needed to have, but they were talking about doing an emergency surgery. So I think that's what they do, is they like get them in there, blow up, exaggerate things kind of, and blow it out of proportion so they can admit these old people in the hospital, and they keep their rooms full with old people. And the hospital pretty much, they killed my grandmother as far as I'm concerned. I mean, same situation happened. She went in with gallstones. Well, she had gallstones. The doctor was bound she had to have surgery. It has a lot to do with my uncle. He's an ass. Drunk ass. So
the OB unit is wonderful.
Yeah, well, except for the time that they
almost killed me.
Well, but they killed that girl too.
Yeah, I know.
So, I forgot what I was saying. Thank you.
Your grandmother.
Oh, she went in, had gallstone surgery. They missed the ones in her common bile duct. So they went back in, and then she was like 82 at the time. This was end of 2001. No, wait, she died in 2002, so this was 2000. Missed some, went in the second day, got her stones, got them all out, but when they went in that second time, they nicked a blood vessel. She bled internally all night. The nurses didn't notice the urine in her the blood in her catheter bag. So they went in again a third day. So 3 major surgeries, 3 days, and an 82-year-old woman. So they didn't put her in physical therapy after it, so she couldn't walk. Long story short, she ended up in a nursing home for the last 2 years of her life. The Thanksgiving after she went in, they flipped her out of the wheelchair when she was not supposed to be moved because she was really bad diabetic. Didn't have feeling in her feet. Moved her without the footrest on the wheelchair. Her foot got caught in the wheel, flipped out, broke her left leg and her right arm. Didn't put her in physical therapy after that, so not only does she not have use of both of her legs anymore, she has lost use of that arm. So for the last year of her life, 13 months of her life, she had use of one arm basically. And then that Christmas after that, I came home, Christmas night, came home from work. One person was trying to put her on a Hoya lift, who was pregnant and shouldn't have been doing it. And it's actually a girl I know. I found out about a year later who it was, but dropped her, broke both of her hips. No, that was Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, she was in surgery for 8 hours, had a mild heart attack in surgery, was stayed in ICU, got pneumonia, and she passed away on January 6th, 2002. So, yeah. So it kind of scared me. I mean, I was nowhere near as close to my grandfather. My grandfather is, he's illiterate. He's not very talkative. Yeah, he's an old pervert. Very much so. So, I'm not, I mean, he's my grandfather and I love him. Don't get me wrong, but my grandmother was like one of my best friends. She's like my mom, Both of my grandmothers were, so. But anyway, so that's what's been going on. So kind of a lot, but not really. I've been meaning to make videos, but. So anyway, I'm just, this is a long, high ramble, basically. But, yeah. So I'm down 36.4 pounds so far. I want it to be more, I really do, but I haven't been exercising much either because I've been so tired. Actually, I haven't really been doing much at all, so. And this weekend we're starting to pack. We're moving to my other sister's, because there's 9 people in this house right now, so it's kind of hectic. And so we're moving over there this weekend, and I'm gonna start. I'll have a lot more time to do stuff. It'll be a lot more relaxing, and so I'm moving my elliptical and our ab lounge and stuff like that over there. So. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else? No? Nothing else, so I guess I'll post this now. Bye.